Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers around the world. I'm Fiona Langsharp, IBCLC Director of Communications, and one of the MCs here at Gold Learning. Well, we are focusing on World Breastfeeding Week. That's right, we're celebrating with all of you around the world. And with that, I have a very special guest here with me today. Johanna Sargeant is here. We're going to be chatting with her in just a moment, but I want to let you know this is very special. So get ready. We have free content coming your way where you can earn yourself an LCERP. That's right. We're giving away some free content to you. And we're so glad that Johanna is going to be leading the way. We wanted to celebrate this very special week with you. And so we have put together this wonderful presentation with Johanna. She's going to be talking about that in just a moment. But right now, you can head over to goldlearning.com and register for this free event. It is going to be available live. Lots of reasons to come live because you're going to be able to see Johanna and not only see her, but she's going to be sharing her content and also chatting with you as well on August 3rd. So check your local times, of course, on the website. It's going to be different for everyone around the world, but for most folks, it will be on August 3rd, and you'll be able to join us if you go and register for that event. The event, of course, will be recorded, so you'll be able to come back and listen to it when it is convenient for you as well. Well, without any further ado, let's get into it. Here we have the delightful Johanna Sargeant. Welcome back to Gold. Johanna, it's great to have you here today.
Hi, Fiona. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be able to talk about this topic with everyone.
Yes, this is going to be a fabulous topic, and hold on to it because, listen, I'm going to read the title. It's going to take time for folks to, I think, to resonate. Well, it did for me, anyways, Johanna. When evidence and empathy aren't enough, changing your lactation practice to boost client success. Now, we all want success. How is it tied into evidence? And when empathy isn't enough. So, oh, that sounds like a big juicy one, Johanna. We'll talk about that in a minute, but please, would you tell folks where you are in the world and kind of what things look like for you right now on a day-to-day basis?
Sure. I'm an Australian. I have an Australian accent, but I'm living on Lake Zurich in Switzerland, and I've been here for nearly 11 years now. So very much feels like my home here now, even though my accent says otherwise. I have two boys, and I live in a really quite a small village, really. And I started up my private practice here around about 4 to 5 years ago or so, um, with this desire to change the way that breastfeeding support is offered here. And I was all about evidence and all about empathy. And I had thought for 5 years that that was enough. So at the moment, I'm back to doing home visits, which makes my heart incredibly happy again. Still the occasional virtual. I think it's brilliant that we've managed to make that a viable option for many people. And yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this work with Gold. So that's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, that's absolutely fabulous. So let's get into talking a little bit more about this topic because I think first of all, I really had to do a double take on things. You know, when we first started talking about it, I love the concept, and all of you can go to the website, check out the full abstract right now. But when we settled on sort of what the title would be and the concept, and you came back and you said, okay, when evidence and empathy aren't enough, I was like, whoa, time out here. Because is this not the kind of the opposite, Johanna? Like, help me here. I've got to understand, like, where are we going to go with this?
Right. And I think that, I feel like we spend so much of our battle in this work is to try to get people to understand that we need to be working empathetically with clients, and we need to be giving them evidence-based information to make viable choices. And what I have discovered myself is that I have been reasonably often, not always, but very often in scenarios where doing those things and doing those things really, really well is just sometimes not enough to be
Mm,
able to propel our clients to the next step that they
mm-hmm.
need. So in scenarios where clients, for example, are met with a really hard decision and they are asking us, oh, I just don't know what to do. What would you do? Fiona, what would you do? I can't figure it out. I don't want to tell them what I would do, but I also don't really know how. Well, I do now. I didn't really know how to help them navigate that so they can make a really good choice for them and not based on my own values and my
Right.
own situation. So this is really about those situations with those clients where you feel really stuck, where you are empathizing with them and you are giving them information, but they're still coming back to you with the same problem again and again. And you think, I've written them a care plan. It's a great care plan. They said it was great.
Right.
And yet nothing is changing. Why isn't anything changing? Why does this client have the same problem and is not implementing the plan that we made? So anytime that kind of scenario pops up where you've got the client coming back again and again, you've got someone that just cannot change what they are doing, or there's just something that just feels stuck for you
Right.
when you're working with them. That's where these situations really come into play, where you giving as much information that you possibly have and you empathizing with them sometimes isn't enough in this situation.
Yeah. Boy, can I ever relate to that? I feel like I'm in a confessional with you right now. So I have been asked, I do get asked all the time, what would you do, Fiona?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like you just walked into one of my consults and we're a fly on the wall. And maybe our audience that's listening right now, maybe this is something you can relate to as well. I'm pretty sure if I've sensed it, you've experienced it. So has the question been asked to you? You know, what would you do? Okay, so here's the confessional part. I think I've probably said those words. I would,
Absolutely.
right?
Right.
And
And I
and
think
then
we get stuck. We have nowhere else to go sometimes.
I know
Right.
it's really hard. I mean, I mean, we have so many things that we take into this profession, the passion, the drive, the advocacy. But we come in with a whole slew of bias. Oh my gosh, are we going to talk about that?
We can. I'm happy to.
But I just think, all those things that, we're sort of unpacking because our cases are so unique. The folks that we work with are so individual. And sometimes I think that's why sometimes there's a high level of burnout, or there's a high level of stress because we are trying to, fix things on a regular basis. So,
Right.
boy, this has given me a lot to think about. And I wish so much. Now I want to do the whole thing right now. Okay. So
Right.
I know we can't do it right now. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about this. I know you're going to sit with us afterwards as well. There's going to be a live Q&A. This is a standalone presentation celebrating, World Breastfeeding Week with everyone tuning in on August 3rd. But know that you can come to the recording as well. And Johanna, we've got you set up in the forums. We talked a little bit about that today. So Johanna's got a forum as well. So if you listen to the presentation offline, you'll be able to ask questions in there too. And you're cool with that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
that's going to be awesome. In fact, I'm just going to take it a step level a little bit higher. If you've got a comment or a question right now about this topic, pop it in, in the comments section down below, and we'll take it into the presentation with us because I think this is going to be a really good conversation. Have you started talking with your? Because I know this was you had to teach yourself this too, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, you have started looking at this. Have you started talking to other colleagues about this as well, Johanna?
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I've become a bit of a poster child for it because I just don't shut up about it, honestly. I feel like, I have completely changed the way that my son practices piano because I've changed his motivation and found his
Mm.
intrinsic motivation. I've changed my friend that wants to learn German but is finding the steps too difficult, or
Right, right, right,
like
right. Yeah.
so many aspects of life where I'm applying it all. And it has changed. Honestly, this training for me when I first started doing it
Right.
was just mind-boggling for me. It
Oh,
opened up so many things. So I'm really excited
excellent.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we hope that you're as excited as Joanna and myself are about this particular presentation. When evidence and empathy aren't enough, changing your lactation practice to boost client success. Now, who doesn't want that? That's the key thing here, is that that's what we're all about. This is what the foundation is for all of us, is that we're always looking for those successes, and we want to be able to provide, that baseline for all of our clients. So we're gonna take your practice to a whole new level, right, Joanna, in our
Absolutely.
discussions
That's the
coming up.
plan. I hope so.
That's going to be wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today, Joanna. We'll look forward to having you live on August 3rd. And of course, for all of our other folks listening in, you can join us as well. Quick reminder that you can go to the website right now and register for this live event. Register anyway, even if you're not coming on the 3rd. It will be a great way so that you've got the content ready in your inbox when it's convenient for you. But we hope that you will come and share your experience with us, and your suggestions, because that's what this presentation is going to be about as well. We're going to collaborate together and find new and unique ways in order to support ourselves and our clients. Well, thanks again, Joanna. It's been great having you here today.
You're so welcome, Fiona. Always great to chat with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you to all of our viewers that have tuned in today. We'll look forward to seeing you live online. And in the meantime, we'll say thank you so much and bye-bye for now.